Again. Sorry, I just need to finish get all my thought out now. Why was I saying? Oh yeah, this is part two of that conversation that I'm just gonna finish. I'm gonna try to be as quick as I can because my little one's up. Yeah. So what was I saying? Yes, people's done commentary on this supposed person and got monetized, but not that it's a bad thing. So don't get me wrong or twisted because obviously he makes money off of his victims, right? So if you're pointing him out, it makes sense that you get money off of him, obviously. But it's just that with me and the fact that he is able to show himself the way he does, the way he 1 minute he's a hood, 1 minute he's a guru, 1 minute he's something else, 1 minute he's this, 1 minute he's that. Like I said, can you imagine walking on eggshells around that person? Now, he's actually said he is a cult, okay? So he comes under the cultism schisms. Now, what was I saying? Now, Warren Jeffs, though Warren Jeffs wasn't around his followers, he's still able to make contact, still able to pass laws from where he was in the prison. The fact that he confessed and said to one of them, I'm not a prophet, I'm not a prophet, I'm not a prophet, and they still put him in prophethood. So he's still running that FLDS from prison. Though it says that he's in a coma, from what I looked up as him. Now, this can probably go the same way for the other cult as well, right? Something can happen to the guy, but he'll still be able to keep them under manners because when one of them was ill, she still was listening to him from a distance. Being that it's done through social media and all, and probably personal calls and all. So my thinking is now, I know they said that these women have low self-esteem, probably wants loads of attention, and the men is probably because they run away from responsibilities. Yes, I think it's all of that and the above and more because they are no means normal. They are not normal in thinking because I think any normal woman would have done that man something by now. By now, he probably would have been gone or something. He's done so many things to women. He beat up a woman almost to the edge of her life. She blacked out. He said he will never do it again, but he still continues. Now they're walking. Now, like I said, they're walking on eggshells. But now you're in a place. There's how many of you in that space? That house looks. It's not that big. There's not that many rooms there already. Now you're in that space, and you know he can turn. He can change. He can say, "Okay, you can't live here. You need to go somewhere else. You got to go over there. You can't say no. Got to do it." Now, remember, I was telling you about that church with the priest where he was kind of like a cultish man too, but he was also doing underage girls and trafficking and all sorts. Now, this is similar to it. Now, if you really look at it, check it out properly. It's similar to trafficking. It's similar to, he's not holding them hostage. He says they are free to go, but when they say they're going to go, then he goes into one. So I'm thinking in most courts, this is how it goes. I'm thinking it goes that way. It, it gets to such a level, it's like you have no exit. You're there. Mind you, he's got your cards, he's got your phone, like rifling through clothes when you get there. So they got all your details. You've got no way in, no way out. So, like I said, there's also the predatory of the men that's around him, or even him himself. So like I said, with the New Arpians, for instance, they listen to Malachi so well. They listened to all his teachings. When he went Sufi, they went Sufi. When he went to Egypt, they did Egypt. When he went over something else, they did that. So, man, I don't know. But I'm just finishing what I said from the last video. I feel like it's on my head. I'm gonna say how I'm feeling before I continue the series, because there's going to be a lot of emotional stuff you're going to hear, and it's going to hurt your heart to hear what they go through, especially the New Arpian one. It's going to hurt your heart. You'll be like, wow. Unbeknownst to the parents, a whole heap of things was going on. A lot of things was going on. They're thinking that their children's safe, and they're not. So, I know there's other things going on in the world as well. Obviously, right, we can't sit on these other informations. There's a lot going on. And like I said, there might even be doomsday cults going on now. There might be cults going on now. Some unknown, because not all of them are using social media. So we don't know. The Kofi one with the ladies talking, now that one is crazy. Even what she describes, you're like, wow. She said she went there looking for, believing in what she believed in, where he was where he's under the he has mates and stuff like that and all that. But then in another video, there's somebody calling his blessed, saying how encouraging his history of him, all this, trying to make the victim like though she's contradicting, but you don't know because you wasn't there. She's the only one who can tell her story the best way she knows how. Hold on a minute. So they're trying to make her like though she's contradicting her story, but she knows because she been in the cult herself. So she's definitely can give inside details to how things are running. So, see now I'm getting interrupted again now. I'm trying to finish my thought. Because I want to get this out so badly. I don't want to do another part. It's just too much. So the cults are very demanding. I mean, they said that Nation of Islam come as part of a cult. Hi Earl. They said Nation of Islam come under that, which I never thought it would. I just looked at it like his religion, like his Islam. I don't even look at it as nothing else. In one sense, yeah, it could come as a cult, I suppose, supposedly, but, if it's for the good of the people, to straighten them out, make them businessmen, make them lawyers, doctors. Oh, my daughter's at it again. Hold on a minute. Little children, when you know when you when you're trying to explain something to get something out your mind, and then like you look right, and then like you got this little madam doing whatever. Yeah. So where was I? Yeah. But I feel that there is a lot of people searching out there. They're searching and searching and searching. Will be new age. They take up. Oh, it is a cult. Is well now, yes, yes, yes. But before there wasn't part of the Scientology and all that. But now they joined up with Scientology, which I do not understand why they would. Well, I don't know. I think money has a part to play with that side of things. That's what I'm looking. That's what I'm coming from on that side, because I would never have thought that Nation of Islam would have gone and joined Scientology in the 90s. That would never be heard of, because I'm part of the. I went to Nation at the ending of the 90s, and there was not about that life. There was all for the people, making the people better. Even though I've heard other stories, because when I was watching a lot of BET when they used to do certain backgrounds, Nation of Islam came up. It's like criminal activities and stuff like that. Inflation. Well, that could be the one. That could be the one too, because it's just so in strange. No, not strange. I don't even think strange is the word. Strange is not the word, because like we all join groups for all different reasons. Yeah, we all join it. Sometimes even the men entice the women into be going into that group. Then you become part of the group. Then you work your way up. Hi, Sister Amma. Then you work your way up. Then you get to a point to even you turn into a minister yourself, which has happened. I know in New Wapian, there was a Nation of Islam lady that left, and she became a minister in the New Wapians. I haven't seen her for ages. But there is a lot of, there's a lot of info. That's what I can say on information on these groups. And I feel people are looking for a safe haven as well. But when the leader is making money, I mean, Minister Farrakhan, I know he makes them in. He's sitting in a proper, he sits in a, what they call it, a palace. They could, right, they called it a palace. I remember when Akeem at the time, Akeem Hillary Muhammad, who was the UK one over here, when he went over and he would talk about the palace and how nice it was and all that stuff. And, you see pictures of him with Minister Farrakhan and all that stuff. And I remember seeing Ava. I didn't meet the others. I didn't meet the other representatives. But from what I saw, right, the believers really believe in the leader so much. I mean, some of them even start talking like him. They walk like him. They sound like him. Like, for instance, I give an example. I used to go sell papers with the sisters around the park at one point. When there's park events, I used to go and follow them and sell the papers. And one time, there was one was asking questions, and he was asking so much questions I couldn't even answer. Then one of the fruits came and said, "All right, sister, don't worry, I'll take it from here, or whatever." And he started answering his questions, because people see things a certain way, so you can really get caught up. I remember not even being, like, at one point I wasn't even communicating with my friends, my family, to my sister's guy was, because he's the Sunni Muslim, and he was saying, the Nation of Islam is a cult, and I was like, no, it's not a cult, whatever. But now it's linked up to Scientology. I think that's a whole nother something else, because Scientology, they're very stalkish and all that stuff, you know what I mean? And I definitely, but like you said, it's inflation, money in it. So I get that. That's a business, that them two linking together. Ouch. Oh, just looked up my toe. That's a business, them two linking together. So I feel like, I mean, they haven't felt the wrath of the Scientology yet, but when it gets to that levels and it be something else, I think. I mean, right now they're still talking the talk and still walking the walk, but I don't know. That's a whole another conversation altogether. Um, but yeah, New Orleans, the Moorish temple, I think is another one. Hebrew Israelites keeps getting mentioned a lot too. On every search, I see Hebrew Israelites. That's another name that keeps coming up. And well, as in black cults, and right. And as we know, Malachi is the biggest one, the New Warpians. So you get quite a big scope on what is going on. On the other side of the coin now, there's all sorts of different ones, as you know. I'm sure Godbody can back me up on this one, because if Godbody was going in on the cults one, the one, especially the ones where they say they're Jesus and they're the Messiah and they're Moses and they're this and they're that. Now people always talk about the last days in the so-called Bible, but I just think that people are just getting manipulated into thinking that this person is greater than what they are when they're just human flesh and blood, just like them. So you get caught up. They're making money. I'm still trying to watch Ruthless, mind you, because I want to see Ruthless so badly. I can't wait to watch Ruthless. I've only seen one episode of Ruthless, and I do believe the same way how it's portrayed in Ruthless, that is what is going on. Telling the men to punish the women in all sorts of ways, and things be going on. So I'm definitely I'm very aware. I mean, I was aware of things before, but when you read it and you see it for yourself, and you're hearing the testimonies and everything else, and you're just like, wow, like it completely takes you away from what is going on in the now. But when you start reading their stories, as old as their stories are, their stories still stand, their testimony still stands. And my thing is, when people is threatening you to hush you up, that's when you know that it's more severe than, I don't know. I can't put it into words. I guess I can't put it into a sentence right now. You know me. I normally have sentences and all this, because normally I'd be stammering between my words. But for this one, for this subject, it's quite a deep subject. It's very deep. I mean, there's the guy in Australia thinking he's Jesus. I can't remember how many people said they were Jesus. I can't remember the spectrum. I can't. Um, I know. Godbody did look it up for sure. There were so many of them all over the world saying they're Jesus. It's just wow. So, like I said, I know like some women do like men in power. That is true. I'm not going to say that's a no. Yeah, a woman likes a man in power, likes an alpha. He runs the show. She wants to be the queen. She'll do anything to be the queen, which is what Malia's done right now. She's done anything to be the queen. Now she's there. She doesn't even look. She still don't look healthy. She looks very pale in my eyes. And now the others are servants. They're like the peasants to her. So it's just like wow. Um, Yeah, so I mean, like I said, I took off that God complex. I put it up with the stupid Babylon boy, and then I took it down because I wasn't happy with it. I was not happy. It wasn't even sitting right. I don't even want his image on my channel like that, like that. I don't even want. I mean, it's bad enough. He's in a thumbnail. I don't want even his image like that. And because he studied so many of the cults, I can even see how it is playing out. He studied so many. I mean, fair enough, he's Google boy, but we all Google, yeah? We Google. He Googles a lot, and he watches and sees what's trending. He goes by that as well. And then he puts it into place in his group. They are not a tribe at all. Anybody calls them a tribe, they are not a tribe. They are lost, lost. Especially the youngest girl. She's totally lost. She's totally gone. She's off her head, I swear. I'm just waiting for somebody to snap or something. I don't know. I don't know. I hate to say it. I'm waiting for someone to snap or something to go wrong again, because it's like one time they're happy and another time they're not. It's up and down, up and down, up and down. One minute he's all love bombing them, which a lot of the cult a lot of the cult leaders do. They love bomb them. The women fight to be on top. I don't know. I can't see my young ones can't playing up again. Ah, I'm trying to formulate. That's why I didn't even bother put the intro in. I just thought, nah, let me just come and just speak it as I see it. I mean, I could be talking shit here. Tell me if I'm wrong. I could be talking a load of crap. Could be just talking out of my body right now. But that's what I'm observing and I feel. And yes, we are lost as a people. Some of us are. I'm not saying all of us are. But for such a one to go from being some small man to a big man or whatever, influencing the young, I reckon he's taking the young anyway. That's one thing I noticed. There's a lot of young ones there. There's no old ones there right now. And the only one who reflects that was children of God, young people, loads of them standing in a line. What's he got them doing now? Standing in a line, saying they're doing some kind of breathing or something. Now he's got them kneeling down, doing true hand gestures, which I am cover. I'm just trying to get a good angle of the bed, so I can get a scope on it. Because one YouTuber caught it, and she said they're God of War, so he's unleashing Gods of Wars onto. I mean, it's bad enough, right things are going on now. He's unleashing more deities out into the atmosphere now, who probably will be hungry for blood. So, but like I said, I could be talking shit right now, but that's what I'm observing. So, I'm not gonna keep you long. This is gonna be a very short one because I like to be actually having subjects is better because I can more dialect, I can play, I can look at what's going on. I quite enjoy looking at and hearing what other people saying on their life, I think. And that's how you learn what not to do, how not to get into the shits. But yeah, so, I just thought I'd finish what I was saying from the last video, really. And this is my opinion. But yes, that Scientology is a dangerous thing. Nation of Islam, I think, is over their head on that one. Because the Scientology is very dangerous. From what I've seen and heard of it, I feel they're over their head on that one. I know they're trying to keep their mosque and all that stuff. I get that. And still keep certain things running a certain way, but at what cost of your members? Then people do analytic work on people. Actually, I might even do a build on Scientology. That's another one I need to cover, Scientology, because I know there's more to that. I know Ron Hubbard, I think him and Aleister Crowley used to be in the same thing together. From what I think that's how it goes. Don't quote me on it though. but they all have some kind of something going on. Why they start the groups they do, why they do certain things, why? My question. I have questions and questions on top of questions on top of questions. I'm just like, wow. I don't like. I think um, I'm slowly learning the mindset of people, the psychology of people. There are lots of psychopaths out there. Lots of psychopaths. Lots of madmen who need help. They need help. They need to be in a somewhere facility. We have on IG playing it out right now. He's from one platform to the other, playing it out, playing it out. He knows all the platforms and he makes his followers be watching everything. They're all on their computers. I mean, he might as well call them computer, whatever. Computer, whatever. I don't even know. I can't even think of the name right now. Normally, I always have a name or something. But yeah. But anyways, I gotta come off because my little one is playing up. I'm not gonna be long. I'm just voicing my thoughts before I continue this cult series here. Cause boy, whew, it's a lot. I might have to end up using some of the commentators. I would say their content, but I'm gonna ask specific ones. I think Pacific ones. I got to be very Pacific. Can't just go to any and anyone. But yeah, so yeah. But thank you. I'm not gonna stay long anyway because I can't even. Well, I wanted to say my daughter completely cut me off for my trailer talk, and I kind of caught up on what I was about. Was I was gonna say before, but because she's playing up, it's just yeah. So with that said, I'm going to go again to the next live. Thank you for Earl. Thank you, Earl, for turning up. Oh, and Sister Amma. I mean, you know, so please put on notifications. Anytime I turn up, I might do an open build on it because I actually want to hear people's voices. I always, after a while, I'll do an open panel and I hear the voices and the thoughts on this particular. I like anybody who's in contact with Godbody, he needs to reach here because he definitely had a whole heap of knowledge and stuff on the cults that he was looking up. So it'd be good to actually have a conversation with him as well. I don't know how to get in contact with him, mind you, but yeah. So please, if you know Godbody, please let him know that he needs to come to one of the open builds on cults. Okay. So thank you for coming and for the little time that I've just got my thought out. Maybe it's not even constructive. It could have been all over the place. I don't even know. However it turned out, but it's out. So I gotta try and get on with it because it'll be bothering me all day. It'll be bothering me all day, and I would not be happy if I didn't finish what I was saying. So short as it is, this is how I'm gonna end right now. So yeah, just have a good day, a good night. Oh yeah, let me put up what Earl said and about the inflation thing because that's important to keep in mind. So yeah. So thank you, Earl and Sister Anna. So with that said, I'm gonna come off. I'll see you later. Bye.